Sup, yo? I just been sitting around.
You haven't lived until you
Adventure awaits.
Rider. Dumb.
Yeah, that's all I got. Anyway. We do the things because we can. Not because they are fun, but because they need to be done. Welcome to gaming as a job. Or gaming as real life, I guess. It is a depressing reality to live in. But here we are. How are you doing today? On this Sunday morning. Hope you're not at church watching this. In fact, I hope you're not at church. At all. Church is fucking weird. Church is fucking cringe as hell. Ironically. Anyhow. I hope you're doing well, wherever you are. In church or not. I've been tired. It's been a week already, and it's only the middle of my streaming week, my streaming schedule for the week. Effectively my Wednesday. How does that make sense? Well, I have seminar for my master's degree on Wednesday or Thursday, so got to keep both of those open for that. Doing basically nothing until I'm done with the seminars. And then I can stream. Plus I do uploads on Wednesdays. And that takes quite a bit of time. Even though I'm only uploading like 3-hour chunks of content. But I have to make all the thumbnails and make that happen. Whatever. It's fine. I do it because it's enjoyable. That is all. I don't do this for a job, which is a little unfortunate, but what is the guy to do? Beg for views? That gets us nowhere. Beg for donations? That also gets us nowhere. It's cringe and not at all what I'm about. So instead, we're just gonna flail around and think about stuff that makes no difference at all, in hopes that someone finds us entertaining and desires a live viewing for longer than 1 minute. Sound good? Yeah, I bet it does. Because that little bit more of success makes me feel good. And people have no attention span, so I can't really expect too much more. Because I'm a boring ass piece of shit. And that about sums it up. I keep saying that I have no potential to grow as a creator. And it's true because, I don't know, part of me is not in it to do this consistently or with any promise of success. I just do it for fun. My fun, not yours. That's all there has to be. And I'm hoping my fun can bleed into your fun in time. Just don't ask me to buy into your scams to get new viewers, get more. No, I refuse. And I refuse to add you in Discord no matter how many times you beg. Just because I'm not that kind of guy. I used to be that kind of guy, and then people violated my trust by plying their trade to me immediately, instead of gaining a friendship first. People only want me for what money I may give them. Which isn't a whole lot. I get nothing from this hobby. Nothing. Clear out the area before you pull. Careful, she can web you. Right, I know. You're not my mom. You're not my dad. Anyhow, this isn't meant to guilt anybody into following or subscribing or whatever. This is just me venting about life, which I do most streams, and if you're not into that, then, well, you're like most people. Like most people, they tend to give up watching me and never watch me again. So, joy. Big joy. Very happy. Or unhappy, as it were, and you don't care. Either way. So let's get wrecked by this spider. Because I hear they're pretty damn strong. And I want to feel alive today. They were lying. She wasn't strong at all. Gugurok. Okay, we can do that. Do not attempt this unless you're in a group of at least 2. Fuck off. I am over-leveled. This is what you get when you do absolutely every little thing that is optional. But that is still useful, and that your guide doesn't go into. You gain power. You trounce your foes. This is true power. I'm in it for true power, not true speed. Because speed leaves you weak. And this isn't for speed. Never was. I never wanted it to be. Anyway. Should probably step down from my aggro venting soapbox. And just hum along with the music playing in the background. Until some family member needs me for something, and then, well, streaming plans go out the window then. Kind of. But at least we streamed for, I don't know, an hour or 2. Oh yeah, and this is this character's last day on their initial cycle. So let's make it count. Make it count by playing a whole shit ton. I have until, midnight to start streams in service to leveling this guy up. And I can start multiple fucking streams about it. As long as it's still within the day. On my chart. Them's the rules I set about. And then I have to retire him until the next cycle. Essentially, this is a constant retirement cycle. And I haven't really honored any deaths, benching characters in a long while, so the rules keep changing for all of this, and it feels aimless in a way. But hey, it's how I do things. Aimless. Directionless. Playing for fun. That's what games are for, right? Fun. Sometimes people forget that. For those people, I am very sad for them. Some people treat this like an occupation, a job. depressing. I mean, I used to, but that was back then. But today is now. Alright, let's get this shindig moving. He coming? He coming. Oh Lord, he coming. Is that all you got? Is that all you've got? I'm a god. I'm a legend. Let's have an apple. Alright, apple time done. Let's dance. To Bone Trousel. Or is it Megalovania? I think it's Megalovania. I get the two confused sometimes. Because I've never played Undertale. Cue the hate comments. Cue them all. Bring them to my attention so that I may ignore them. I wish to have all of your hate fall at my doorstep, and no further. Ah, I am arch-villain of the day, because I don't heed any of your comments, or accept any of your friend requests on Discord. Just because, what's the point? What is the point of all that shit when I don't see a dime of progress on my quote-unquote career? Anyway. Any engagement is good engagement. Well, that's a lie, but engagement is engagement. If you're not getting any engagement, you crave engagement, good or bad. You prefer good engagement, but when do you ever get it? And that's a question in a sea of questions. To which no one has the final solution or desire to answer. That doesn't end in greed. Or very specific metrics for success that I wish not to follow. For a fee. If they were free, I'd take them in a heartbeat, but if they have fees attached, fuck off. Right? Right.
I met Lorenzo once, but let me tell you, he's not easy on the eyes. His flesh looks like it's rotting away, and he's grafted metal and gears onto his body, replaced some of his limbs with mechanical ones. Northeast of here, far above Cragpool Lake, up near the water wheel, is where Lorenzo watches over the entire site. There's no way I could fight my way up there, not to mention take on Lorenzo. But you look like you might be able to make it. If you kill him for me, I'll make it worth your while.
Voice acting by the voiceover add-on, ladies and gentlemen. AI voices for base World of Warcraft. Enjoy. It's actually pretty good. With a few oddities here and there. The oddities make it a little more enduring, in my opinion. Though inaccurate, or seemingly at odds with the tone of some quests. But I still enjoy it. Some weird juxtaposition. You have corpses of characters narrating their own autopsies. Sometimes. And we're in a medieval setting. Every investigation of a corpse is an autopsy, and that's as far as it'll go. Because actually digging around in a corpse is kind of taboo in medieval times. It is an affront against God or any other spirits you worship to violate a body after it is dead.
No longer gentle. Age and countless battles have hardened my skin and soul. Perhaps that is why Cairn assigned me to Sunrock. The gentle winds and warm sun does ease the pain. The Horde does well keeping our troops fresh. Since the Great War, we have been prosperous here in Kalimdor. I need you to do me a favor. I have a lad by the name of Grish Longrunner, protecting the Great Lift in the Southern Barrens. Give him this letter. The letter will let him know that I have a reserve warrior coming to relieve him of duty so that he can visit his family. He requested this some time ago, and he would be happy to hear the news. Good hunting, adventurer. Basilith is an old predator in these parts. I will miss her not. Take this reward as a token for being the forest champion. Perhaps now many more will travel to Sunrock Retreat without fearing what lurks in the dark. Stone Talon Mountain has many perilous caves throughout this region. Exploring these caves can hold many adventures for those willing to risk life for glory. Adventurer, perhaps you seek riches that only following your heart and soul can garnish. You bear good news, adventurer. I fear the possibilities of what an earthen would mean to Kalimdor. Slaying Gogorok was a task for no one less than a hero. You have done well. All of Stone Talon and Kalimdor are indebted to you, noble adventurer. Accept this as your reward, most honored one.
Anyway, yesterday was a really big Earthbound day. My voice is a bit tired still, so I'm recovering. I played a little Minecraft after that. It was cool. Total, I streamed maybe 10 plus hours. Maybe. If I could recall. It was a good time. Saturdays are good for me. Not a whole lot going on other than video games. And things are calming down with my elderly relative to the point where I can spend more time streaming. Just a bit. But there will come times when I have IRL stuff to do, otherwise. Or because of that elderly relative. So, yeah, the struggle continues. Struggle against old age and death continues. And we ever wish to become immortal, so that this struggle may end in our favor, rather than in death's favor. Amen. I say in jest, obviously. Still a Christian church boy at heart. Despite all my platitudes and jokes. I still believe in something beyond our reality, pulling the strings beyond time. Manipulating our actions and wants, our desires, so that one day it may culminate in what they desire us to become. What that is, we have no idea, and the path, we also have no idea. We can only guess. For chemistry is that tapestry which weaves our fate. Indelible, inviolable fate. Chemistry cannot be rebelled against. We may understand some of the workings of it, but it is not for us to fully understand. No matter how we may seem to understand it, it remains an enigma. Chemistry and physics together. What a horrifying combination of the unknown and the barely known. And that is what we have to deal with as human beings. Trying to find immortality that will never come. Death will always have sway. Always. Never forget. Memento Mori. Remember that you will die. Anyhow, I'm just a gamer on the internet. Ignore me. Being all weird and shit. Let's play a game. Let's kill this guy, take his arm. Say nothing more about it. If we can help it. While humming along with remixes of old video game music. I think there's a scrap brain. Yeah. Okay. We're fine. For the most part. In light of current rulings I have for this challenge, I don't think I gave my druid a fair enough shake. For success. But, you know, I was kind of getting tired of the character and of the day. So, I mean, it is understandable. Although it was the 5th day, well, yeah, the 5th day, not the 6th day, like it is today for this character. And I did die doing something stupid. If I feel bad about a character's death, I will bench them. If I don't feel all that bad about a character's death, if it's understandable and sensible that it happened that way and it wasn't really my fault, then I'll probably just plow through. Although, I don't know. It's kind of wishy-washy that way. I'd probably have to refine the rules before letting anyone else get through such a challenge. I don't know. Well, there he is. I don't think I... I don't really have CC, per se. The most amount of CC I have is this taunt totem. Alright, looks like we made it. Alright, we could just leave, but, I mean, where's the fun in that? Could just jump into the water. Leave this place. But I'd rather look at this guy's armor. Alright, no surprise to anyone, it's garbage. Don't need oil. Don't need the blasting powder. Break that down for myself. Don't need that. Don't need these or these. Okay. Yeah, I think that works out. Alright, let's get the fuck off here. Whee! If you did that IRL, you would die. Because the surface tension of the water would be like falling onto concrete. But the physics don't work the same here. So we live. Yay. We live by falling into water as a safety net. Which is weird. It's not our universe. Keep that in mind. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, right, I was gonna utterly ruin these shoulders, or these wrists, for the betterment of nobody but myself. Alright, seriously, where's this shredder? Glorious Gourd. Please preserve us from all evil doing. And refresh us when we need refreshment. O glorious Gourd, give us the strength to persevere, and the courage to challenge all, for we are weak and need your replenishing fount of fluids and nourishment. Amen. Yes. In the gourd be praised. In the gourd we trust. Can't believe it. I just made a religion, didn't I? The glorious gourd. All hail the gourd. All because I wanted to euphemize God. It's weird, but it kind of applies. Tangentially. Anyway, enough blasphemy for one day. Just clam up and do the work of a shaman for a little while. The work of a shaman in a video game, I might add. Ain't no real shamans here. Behind this computer. I ain't shit. I ain't no religious leader. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you doing? Used your phone 25 minutes more than fuck off. I don't need your shit. I don't need you giving me shit about how much I use my phone. I use my phone when I need to use my phone. That is it. And I've been using my phone to track my health progress, which is minimal at best. Where be they? There they be. Ritual Amaka. Garbage. Garendo's orders. Okay. This is the one that killed my druid 5 days into her challenge. I didn't want to ignore it and de-bench her because it was a stupid thing to go in and do. Looking at the mine and its inhabitants, I had alarm bells ringing in the back of my head the entire time. Yet I plowed through. I tried and failed. So she paid the price of my hubris. Not today. I'm actually going to attempt to enlist help here. It is foolish to feign ignorance when recognizing your inadequacies. Getting in over your head in obvious fashion. And that's what I did. At level 25, just here. But now I know better. I think I know better. When in fact I know nothing. So let's have some fun. Ah, shit. We whipped the hornet's nest. That is the mine. Alright, I need to leave. I need to leave. That was a bad idea. And I thought I could take some of them. But I couldn't take that many. Good God. You know what? Put the more expedient one on shift instead of the more efficient one there. So anyway, after I'm done with World of Warcraft time, I might go ahead and play some Minecraft, do a workout. Well, do the workout first, then play some Minecraft. As a kind of evening routine, in a way, just for 2 to 3 hours. One block of time in my streaming schedule. Just to chill after that workout. And by workout, I mean walking around the yard, up and down a hill. Not much else. Hanging out with my cat. Because my cat likes to be outdoors. I might be going into this at a higher level than my druid was. Because I think she went in there at 24, not anywhere close to 25. But here I'm 25, pretty close to 26. And the mage that I did on Alliance side after that point was 26, nowhere close to 27. And she didn't even attempt this on her own. Yet. Anyway. And I retired her, of course. Either that or I did it and forgot. I'm betting on the former more than the latter in my head. Okay, well, we leveled. Distribute a point. Not everybody can. Not everyone's the right level. Or at the right stage in their guide, whatever it is. Also, I have to note, my druid didn't use any of the CC items during that fight, so definitely could have used some improvement by using those. Which I might do today, if I can't get a group. Well, if I can't get a group, then I might as well grind a little. Shaman all day, every day. Yep. Well, kinda. I mean, this guy's retiring after today. And by retiring, I mean he'll be around next time. I'm just going to be playing a different character, which, if I'm not mistaken, is an Alliance Priest. Priest is not one of my favorites. Shaman is quickly becoming one of my favorites, though. But it is time to retire him until the next time he comes back around in the cycle. I'm doing a sort of challenge where I play a variety of characters instead of just one focus. And by a variety of characters, I mean both factions, all classes. Up to 60, if I can. But I have to take 6 days to block out each character, so they each get a turn, instead of charging all the way to 60 each time. Yeah, and a character death that I particularly agree was stupid on my part gets them benched prematurely. So it's semi-hardcore in a way. But it's on an era server, so, you know, it's not on hardcore where I have to delete the character if they die. I just have to bench them for later. So it's a bit... It's extremely soft core as far as semi-hardcore challenges go. But I've been enjoying it. Although, more often than not, if I'm having too much fun with a character, I don't want to bench them. So I ignore deaths, even if I'm solo. So I'm kind of breaking the rules as I go. But this is only a proof of concept for the challenge. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and saying something. Really helps. Alright, time to mana up. Playing enhancement, so the sustain is significantly better than an elemental build at this stage, but still, mana. Wasn't a problem on my druid. Not usually. Because they were feral. Yeah. Yeah, classic enhancement was good. And still is. By far my favorite on the Horde side. So far. And I mean, Druid was cool, and I got her pretty far, but in the end, it's just Druid. Both factions get Druid. Both factions get most classes. Only Horde gets Shaman. And in my opinion, that's the way it should be. Fuck TBC. But I'm playing on an anniversary server, so eventually it'll roll into TBC anyway. Oh shit. Someone attempted it and died. Fuck me. Anyway, not much I can do about that because it's a big old cluster of fuck. Of which I can personally attest, because my druid died to that mob. And while I don't feel like dying today offers no penalty because it's the 6th day. This guy's retiring at the end of the day, no matter what happens. So effectively, he has no fear of death. On my way. Okay, very nice. Six days per class feeds into my alcoholism. Yeah, that is exactly why I started this challenge. Because I am an alcoholic at heart, and focusing on one character at a time for any length of time to me seems like blasphemy. Because I have all the characters. I get all the characters. I make them all. And then I have them all just wait for the rested XP before I play them again. And that's kind of a boring and weird way to go for a stream, so I figured, hey, might make it a weekly thing. How about that? So it's been that way ever since. And I've gone through, what, 7 characters so far on their initial cycles. Actually, no, it's currently up to the 7th character, my shaman being the 7th. Being the 7th character on this challenge. Okay, looks like we got a person to help. Alright, this is where the shit breaks down. Okay.
You know, I was once the second most important person here at this site. That all changed when Lorenzo took over, fired my boss, Ziz Physics, and sent me down to work in the mines. Ziz told me to stay here and gather information.
Alright, be alert. Also, if I group with a random stranger, I basically ignore all deaths in a benching context. Because it's more polite to release and run to your corpse than it is just to wait for a res. And the benching trigger for this challenge is releasing into the spirit realm for any length of time. Because, quote, the trauma of going to the spirit realm is just too much for a character to continue at that stage until they recover. That's the conceit I'm going with. I feel it makes it a little more interesting, in a way. So, you can resurrect if it doesn't take you into the spirit realm. And you don't have to bench the character. And if some random stranger comes by in the 6 minutes that the release timer is still up, then you don't have to bench that character either. So it encourages some cooperation. Although, if you partner with another player on this challenge, there are limitations. I kind of enact a 1 hour cooldown for getting revives from a partner. In a way. A dedicated partner. But I have yet to do any part of this challenge with a dedicated partner player. So yeah. I also added the additional stipulation that if a guide that you're using during this challenge suggests you go to a dungeon and complete it, you have to. Just to make things more interesting. Otherwise, you'd just be grinding in the forest all day, every day. Also, quests. You have to do quests in order to level. And not just grind. Even though bench characters can grind a little bit if they've got rested XP to spare. That's another stipulation. So I kept adding these rules upon rules upon rules to play how I like. And it's become an ungainly mess. And I'm trying to figure out how to simplify it for other people. And I'm no good at simplifying anything. I only complicate things. I mean, that's my whole shtick, really. Complicating everything, leaving nothing simple. But anyway, that's me. That's my content. Making things weird. If you're into that kind of thing, I have also got a YouTube. Same name as my kick. Put all my VODs there. And lately I've been cutting them up into 2 to 3 hour chunks to be a little more digestible than fucking 12-hour streams every day, which I would do a lot if I had the time and inclination. So yeah. Just as my gameplay is a bit of a mess, my life is a mess.
Thanks, adventurer. It was looking a little dicey there for a second, and we've probably drawn far too much attention to ourselves. The important part is that we should get to Zip as soon as possible. I guess I'd better think about getting out of here. Take word for word from the higher ups, and I'm sure
Cool.
too kindly to meeting me again. I'll sneak out and meet with Ziz. Hopefully he'll be able to find me a new job. I'll try and clean up this mess a little, but you should
Cool.
take your sample to Ziz right away.
So we got that done.
That he'd set up camp somewhere.
Succeeded where my previous horde main failed. So essentially we're in untrodden territory with my horde characters. Oh shit. Someone didn't clean up. Nice. But I have to. Or I'm going to die. I'm probably going to die anyway, but this is retirement day, so deaths don't matter. Alright, cool. Retirement day. Let's go fish up my corpse. Oh my god, it's the spirit world. Ah! Alright. Play it up for laughs. I kind of knew the druid would do that. Just run. And then I would stupidly just mash faces until I died. Yeah. Oh well. This ain't hardcore for a reason. Death is a valid part of the game. Avoiding death is like avoiding the inevitable. And I don't see how people playing hardcore can do it. I tried. Failed many times. And I'm a relative noob to classic era play, so didn't seem right to do that to myself again. I just retreat into my little grindcore shell and never get out of it. So that's why I made this challenge instead. Something that explores the world that I had yet to fully explore in its base context. Yeah, and that's the heart of this challenge. Exploration, discovery, questing. That's it. Anyway, I'm about to probably die again. Let's hope not too horribly this time. Just don't body pull everything, and we'll be okay. recover, repeat. Ooh, that is better than my current. Pretty badass. Not gonna lie. We're getting the gear. And then destroying the old gear because, well, enchanting is fantastic. I'm just a Skinner enchanter here. It's what I do for all my alts, because it lets them get resources on the way rather than having to focus them like mining or herbalism. You can get the stuff by killing mobs, and that's what you do when you quest. And occasionally you get green gear to break down. So that's another thing you can do on your way through quests. So it's a two birds, one stone situation. God, that one chatter in my live chat just got me talking. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming by. I needed that. And I hope the music in the background comes through as well. I never really know how it sounds to other people. I should probably test that. But I have yet to. I think I have some volume ducking for the stream. Could be making things awkward for the music I have in the background. But that's not how I hear the music. So there's this weird juxtaposition between the two. And I don't know what you're hearing and not most of the time. I need to fix that somehow. Might be something to look into during my 2 stream days off this week. Or sooner. God, if I don't do it now, I might forget.
I knew that I did the right thing by telling Piznik to stay behind. I'm sure the engineers in Undermine will be most interested to look at this. Of course, I'll want to keep a little piece for myself, but what they don't know won't hurt them. Yes? Look at that thing! It'd take a gnome to come up with something like that. I can't understand why you'd cut off an arm and replace it with that when you could just keep both arms and add a third. Gnomes, I tell you. At least Gorenzo's out of commission. Hopefully that'll be enough proof, and Sputtervalve will assign me to one of the Tinkers Union workshops in Gadgetsan, or maybe even Undermine.
Where the fuck are these turn-ins? We'll figure that out. Whatever. Anyway, goblin mentality. I love it. Why replace an arm when you could just add a third arm? It's a very, very good question, actually. Why do a prosthesis when you could just graft a third prosthesis? Very clever. Go for the gusto. I don't know, it's probably a weird gnome thing where they suffer the curse of flesh and now they think I should be replacing parts like I was a mechanome before. Right? Instead of thinking like a goblin and just be crazy. Too high on logic, not high enough on innovation. And big explosions. I don't know. I'm just pontificating without any real conclusion. It's kind of what I do with my streams. Thinking about random shit while going to place in a video game. You know, the music might not be coming through due to sound channel things, but I don't know. Maybe I should just see how it sounds on my end while still streaming. Hoping I'm not getting doubled audio. Test. test. Turn off game sounds. Test. Mic off. Test. Alright, well, I've tested it, and yes, the music is barely coming through. So I'm thinking turn it up. See how that works. Another mic off and game audio off test. Still very faint. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Properties. Alright, mute that tab, please. Advanced audio properties. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between the idea of making the audio volumes exactly like what I hear, or if the experience for you is better in the way it is. I don't know. I just don't. Anyway, hopefully the music should be more audible than it was, because it was pretty unaudible before. Sorry about that. I've been doing that for months, I guess. Anyway, on the path. Oh, right, and I should probably turn the game audio back on. I really need to get it to a point where if it sounds bad for me, it'll sound bad for you. That way I have a warning system for what is not good, instead of fumbling around with random ass bullshit every time. Swear to God, I need to get my shit together when it comes to streaming. Just because it feels wrong when I get it wrong. It's not like I lose viewers. I have no viewers to lose. But still, it just feels bad. Oh shit. Yeah, don't do that. Don't go that way. It's bad. Oh, by the way, deaths in PvP for this challenge are always going to bench the character, no matter what you try. Even resurrection won't help. So, you're on your own with that. I hate PvP. Well, I hate world PvP. Organized PvP is okay, and carries almost no penalty per death. However, if you lose too many times, defined at the beginning of the individual challenge, you bench. You bench the character. And for this instance of my experience with this challenge, I have a null policy, so no organized PvP either. So I'm pretty boring. If I lose in any PvP context, I consider it a bench. Organized or not. Anyway, enough about rules and not being able to get my shit together for streaming. This is a very dangerous place. Do not tread through here lightly. In fact, I should be going the other way, because I know I already got frickin' Splinter Tree post flight path, so we don't need to go there again. Not yet. Not until the guide said so. Let's make some bandages, because, I don't know. I'm flailing wildly for how to proceed. Thinking I need to do more audio tests in the process. Maybe I should just get rid of the audio compression I have, because that is incongruent with my experience as the streamer. And I might be making things worse with it, rather than better. Ah! Where? I can't know. Scary PvP things. In a dual faction video game, where I am not the faction in control of this zone. Well, in control of half of it, anyway. The other half is in my faction's control, but I am not in that half. So things are very spooky. So I'm wondering to myself, will this music pick up on Kick at all? On the Kick VODs specifically? Or will it actually follow my OBS's rules and not add this audio track to Kick for the VODs? It's a conundrum. So I'm gonna keep testing on that, because there used to be, when I was streaming on Twitch, a way to split the audio channels between those for live and those for the Twitch VODs. And I enjoyed that. I'm hoping Kick does a similar thing. If they're not already. If they are already, then good, I can continue as I was. But otherwise, I'm probably going to have to consider not playing any music on the stream itself. Because copyright is aggressive out there. Although on Kick, I'm pretty sure it's a bit more lax than it is on Twitch. Like, ever so slightly. It's really strict on YouTube, though. Which is why I don't have those audio channels added to my YouTube VODs. Because, oh my god, copyright restriction central over there. But no, I have it. I have the background music playing on a different channel than what I upload to YouTube. So we're good. You'll see the now playing sign in the YouTube VODs, but you won't hear the music itself. That's exactly as intended. Because of copyright concerns. Fuck the DMCA. I hate them bitches. Karens of the internet constantly policing my use of audio that I enjoy using and enjoying as I go through video games of various kinds with not a whole lot of music in them, or music that I've gotten tired of. Let me play what I want to play. Although that would only really fuck with things if I actually made money streaming, which I don't. So kudos to you who have stopped by in the past. To leave a follow. I don't plan to make money this way. Although if I do get enough of a following, I might consider it. Reward me for my bad actions or something. My misguided actions. I beg you. No, I don't. It's just... things get lonely when there aren't people in the chat. And I get very silent when there isn't anything much to say to anybody. And that's fine. I'd be playing the video games anyway. This just offers an outlet for commentary that I'd be making anyway, like an insane person, into the void of nothing. No streaming, no video making, no recording, just me talking to myself and the video game I am playing. Sound sad? Well, it's my life. And if I kept sitting around acting sad, it would only get worse. So here I am on the internet talking out of my ass for other people to look at if they so desire. And I am not there to tell them to watch. I am there to encourage them to say hi and thank you for the content. Seems enjoyable. And I say thank you right back. And that is it. Anyway, we're on to the Zorm Strand, which I should not try to talk to that guy, because that guy is the Alliance quest giver for this area. And I am not on the Alliance today. I keep having to remind myself of that because I'm an alcoholic and play both factions. Shame on me for that betrayal, etc., etc., etc. It is blasphemy to play any way but the way you want me to play, etc., etc. I jest heavily. What is this? Fathom Core. I'm guessing that's a Black Fathom Deeps thing, which we're not gonna do yet, I think.
Greeting, adventurer. Welcome to the front lines in our conquest of Ashenvale. If you are looking for something to do, then you've come to the right place. I'm always looking for able-bodied individuals to help bring glory to the Horde.
The Thistlefur furbogs are threatening our expansion. Thistlefur village to our east blocks the way between us here and the Splinter Tree post. We circumvent the village of Ashtanar. Without it, we give the Alliance an extra expansion path. Adventurer, we must not allow an expansion path gap. Proceed to Thistlefur village and thin out the furbogs. You will be given compensation for this task, but more importantly, you will be doing your duty for the Horde.
Vorsha the Lasher, the fiendish hydra that roams the seas. She has attacked our outposts, each time unprovoked, laying waste to anything that falls in her path. But I am ready, adventurer. I have prepared to best the Hydra and end these attacks on Zoramgar. The Naga honor the wicked nature of this beast with a brazier that remains lit on an island just off the coast. I believe that if we put it out, Vorsha will appear in anger. We will need help, so be sure to bring some strong allies.
I'd like to know what level this is before I take that quest. Luckily, I've got Questy. 23, and I'm 26. I could probably solo it. I don't know. Let's ask. Vorsha the Lasher Escort. Just poke and prod general chat for interest. I'm gonna have to get more water. You can do it, I believe in you. If you say so. Just gauging interest before I try and fail it like an asshole. Okay, let's do it.
Portia the Lasher, the fiendish hydra that roams the seas. She has attacked our outpost, each time unprovoked, laying waste to anything that falls in her path. But I am ready, adventurer. I have prepared to best the hydra and end these attacks on Zoramgar. The Naga honor the wicked nature of this beast with a brazier that remains lit on an island just off the coast.
I know that island.
If we put it out, Portia will appear in anger. We will need help, so be sure to bring some strong allies.
Okay, let's do this. Kick its ass. Whatever it is. Slay some Naga. Actually, that's not the island I thought. Thought it was the one in the north. Oh well. I guess this one's better. Yeah, I think we got this. That is until I see the boss in question. And then we may be screwed. So I might go for another 2 to 3 hours after this block. But I don't know. World of Warcraft is kind of draining to me now. I don't really know why. Probably because I'm running through the same places over and over and over. And finally getting to new stuff with this character and my other forerunners. Only after laboriously hitting up the fucking actual stuff, you know? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I never do. I'm extemporaneous all the way. And that often bites me in the ass. I mean, yeah, speak for yourself, you know? I could die here. It's not like I give a shit about it, but it's something to note. Should probably just let the NPC tank. And then let my totems be rendered useless. Ooh, okay, that's big. I need to heal, man. There we go. Alright, the boss man is done. Are we done here? Okay, good. You ticked the box. There you go. Job's done. I also moved my clam jam macro to elsewhere because, yeah, totems are more important. Especially for a shaman, of course. Yay, I did it! Did it all by myself because people wouldn't join me for it. Do I earn a cookie? No. There are no cookies. All the cookies are dead. Nobody likes dead cookies. Nobody. Least of all myself. They taste like ash in the mouth. I don't know what I'm talking about. Seems to be a theme of this entire stream and all my streams previous. I don't know what I'm talking about, I just talk. It's up to you to try to make sense and fail making sense of my ramblings. Enjoy. I don't make the rules, I just work here. Part-time and hourly. Trying to waste your time. Oddly enough. Oftentimes part-timers don't work hourly, which is the whole thing. Because it's less time to earn with. Something like that, you know? I don't know, it's weird. Working life is weird. Corporate work, in particular. Don't get me started on that shit. I did it for 3 years, and it was glorious while it lasted. And then the market got flooded with applicants that are more experienced than me because they've been working non-stop for at least 7 years on random-ass projects. Well, the new guys that got hired a week ago stayed, and the veterans left. Or were laid off, more likely. From Amazon, from Twitter, turning into X. I'm a data analyst, and that sucks. Also, AI entering the scene, doing things better than I could. Oh yes. Oh yes, I'm getting replaced. But, you know, progress. Progress and squalor. They go hand in hand, don't they? So I can't do my cheap, easy job anymore of looking at numbers and saying things that make sense about them. Well, looking at numbers, punching them through algorithms, and then saying that I know what they're talking about. It was so good. And then the world wised up. And that is where I lie today. Unwise, uncultured, uneducated. Until I get my master's degree, and that's not for another year. In which case I am educated, if only on paper. Thus is American society. Begging you to get a college degree that may or may not help you in the future. And most bets are telling you no, will not help you in the future. It was wasted time. Because AI is going to replace all jobs in time. Well, all jobs that are digitally based, I want to say. Oh, right, we gotta go under. Okay, fine. I hate that idea. But we're gonna do it anyway. God, AI is gonna even replace my terrible, terrible commentary. I know. But that day is not entirely here. They've at least got another month before it becomes more convincing, so that it's an actual person. And make it actually entertaining. Or actually cringe. Either way. If you're in for cringe, I'm here for you. That is my credo right now. If you like cringe, I'm here. Watch my cringe. And laugh at my expense. Please, I beg of you. I don't get traffic otherwise. Black Fathom Deeps. I haven't been here in a long ass time. So I forget exactly what the fuck is going on. And how to navigate it. Like I said, my experiences with dungeons pre TBC and Wrath of the Lich King are very limited. However, some of the stuff still remained during those, so it's not all lost. Stuff does harken back as well. Now, I didn't really play retail all that much. Well, I played retail a lot back in the day, but not recently. I played around... Well, the latest I got in retail was around when Shadowlands released. And I didn't even want to touch Shadowlands. I just wanted to touch the expansions in between. when I quit and when I came back. And that was a 7-year gap. So yeah, I had a lot of catching up to do. Basically between MOP and BFA was when I took my hiatus from the game. I heard Classic was gaining popularity and Classic TBC just ended, so I figured, hey, might as well do Classic Wrath after a while. It was cool. Wasn't terrible. I didn't hate it. It's just that original Classic era was a little better to me, in a way. So I came back for hardcore and thought, oh, I can do this. And in the end, I decided I can't do this. I can't do hardcore. Because hardcore is hardcore, man. I have nowhere near the amount of experience in the game that would be required to succeed at such a thing. Or the clout to beg friends to do things for me. Great, and I've got 2 of these bitches. Kill that thing. I dare you to try to kill that thing. Oh, fuck. Now we're fucked. How do you like them apples? Well, I'm not quite fucked yet. Okay, good, we're good. Holy shit. This place is dangerous. God, we're doing everything short of getting a group for Dark Fathom. Did you enter in the guide that you want me to get a group for this? Because if not, that is a lost opportunity. You want me to grind until 23. I'm already 26. How's that factor? It doesn't. I know that. I actually do want to do Dark Fathom Deeps. But not today. Not today. God damn it. I knew I was going to end this session early. I was too tired for anything else. Probably just do Minecraft after this, because I've got nothing, man. Maybe I'll go march around my backyard after the stream and then think about my life choices and then maybe come back to this or Minecraft. Because I don't know. I don't know what to do with my life. Or my characters. Or this game. I never know. I never knew ever what I was going to do. Streaming, my health, anything. It's just one of those little niggling ideas that don't always pan out, and in fact, never do. Anyway, we got the damp note. Now, sapphires. What are you talking about sapphires for? Where are they? What do they look like? I can't even tell. I don't know what I'm looking for. I wish I had a mana totem instead. That would help. That would actually help. Damn it. Stop healing yourself. That's my job. To heal myself and frustrate you. Okay, seriously, what the fuck are we looking for if not something on the ground? It's not these things. Because I keep trying to click on them and it doesn't happen. Loot sapphire of Akumai from the wall. Okay, where? From the wall, you say. This? Oh, okay, I see. Well, it hasn't spawned this far back yet. I'm assuming it will over time, but I guess we press onward and get deeper into this mess before we can see any returns. By the way, I can train. Farsight, Magma Totem, Mana Spring Totem. Oh my god, yes. Finally, some actual fucking mana. Maybe I'll be able to fucking struggle my way through this shit. Thank you, guide, for doing absolutely nothing for my success. Except for telling me what to do a thing and telling me good luck. And not actually teaching me the game. Thank you. Lord knows I would have ignored you anyway if you were teaching me the game. I might not win. I might struggle. But at least it was fun. You know, put you to sleep. put you down. Yeah, okay, fine. I deserve that. I should have known as soon as I pulled two of them that I should run. And that was stupid. And that's how I'm justifying this retirement. This benching. And I don't know. We'll see if I come back later today or in a month or two to this character. I gotta say, it was fun while it lasted, though. I had a lot of fun with Shaman. Straight up. One of my favorite classes now. Unlike past years. Hold on, where are we? Why are we here? I'm confused. Why aren't we in Ashenvale? Specifically. I guess it's whatever. So apparently gets really tough further in. Yeah. Yeah, I'll wait until basically tomorrow before I decide to actually bench this character for the cycle. I'll think about coming back or not through the day. Because it is the 6th day, he would be retiring at the end of the day anyhow. So I might as well take a break, reframe my peace of mind, and move forward if I feel like it, and not before. Otherwise, it's going to be another Minecraft afternoon kind of deal. And by another one, I mean the first one this week, maybe? It's kind of what I'm using to fill the time between when I end my usual streaming content and go to bed. And by usual streaming content, I mean World of Warcraft as my main game, and Earthbound as my off game, and IRL things to break up the time in between. Kind of. And then it's just Minecraft whenever I feel like it. Or after a workout, when I need to chill. Chilling out is important. Do not underestimate the need for chill. And World of Warcraft has plenty of chill, but I do none of it. I am a monster when it comes to finding the job-like things in video games. Minecraft has none of that for me. Not anymore. I love sandboxes sometimes. Lets my mind wander. And that's enough. Enough to help me decompress from the worries of the day. No, you don't. You die today. Still no sapphires in this area. Except for right there. Maybe Questy is just telling me lies. Sweet little lies. Telling me I can hang out in this area and just get the stuff I need. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Well, I fist this satyr in the face. For nothing, because I keep missing. At times like this, the most of my damage comes from lightning shield. Can't dodge that shit, can you? Bzz. Right into your fist. Or your face. Or whatever hits me. Just bzz. I hate this double. I hate everything about them together. Like that. I'd rather stick around here. See if a sapphire spawns on the wall. At all. These things are monsters. I just want to get this one quest done so I can move on. You know? The hell's wrong with you? Why do you have to stand sentry right in this corner? Together. Why can't I just pull you two individually? When in doubt, body pull. And hope the other one doesn't see you as well. Or see the other one run for you. Come on. Have at you. Hey! Single. Very nice. Didn't think that would happen. Yeah, let's get that unarmed experience. Make it happen. Cast a shock for a minute. Get down on your hands and knees and beg. Please, let me cast this heal. Please. And then an oracle comes and totally fucks up the day. And then there's this other bitch. Fantastic. Fantastic timing. Story of my life. You think you're good, something proves you that you're not, and kills you. Although not literally because you're still alive, but you're wishing you were not. Because life is hell. And then the hell after life is still hell. There is no reprieve. There is no salvation. there's only suffering and hatred for those who have made you suffer. As it is, it cannot be changed. And the oracles also have heals. I hate them. Because they do my thing. I hate when they do my thing. They need to do their own thing, god damn it. And then we LOS Priestess and think, haha, fuck you. Then we interrupt her cast and then chase her to the ends of the earth until she dies. At this point, I'm just narrating my gameplay. I hope it's to your liking. Even though it probably isn't. Probably very annoying for you. But it's entertaining to me, so I do it anyway. Disarm right off the bat. Nothing. Yeah, 250 steps. I don't give a fuck. Get off my back, Fitbit. I'm doing a stream. Can't you see that? Oh, no, you can't. You don't have eyes. Yet. I believe in the rampant advancement of technology, in which case the ridiculous will happen. Because truth is stranger than fiction. And fiction gets pretty weird. And whatever I can come up with in fiction is probably going to be even more ridiculous when it comes into the reality. Not if, when. And that's my philosophy on life. Broken as it is still my philosophy on life. You'd better not be pulling a train through here. Okay. Looks fine. I need this. I can only farm the first couple chambers. You asshole. And even that is a struggle for me. Anyway, I start the priest on Tuesday, I think. And then I get a 2-day break from streaming. Well, I don't get one, I just do it. Hell or high water, I take those breaks. Because I'm human. And humans need to take breaks. Easy, right? Shit. Take it. Take it now. It's right there. Alright. We can go back up topside now. And I'm absolutely certain it's going to tell me to go to Black Fathom Deeps eventually. It's just not going to be right now. Because I'm tired. Alright, I might take a nap, get some perspective, and come back as if nothing happened. Or I might give up on World of Warcraft for today and play Minecraft the rest of the day. Depends on how I feel about it. And I like to do my little workouts in the evenings. Not the mornings or the afternoons. Because it's cooler then. And darker. Easier on my eyes. How many pages do I need of this? 1 through 4. Kick his ice. Shredded operating manual, is that it? Yeah, that is it. Oh, that's chapter 1. Fuck. I think it's a zone-wide thing. How much are these? 40 silver? Yeah, might be better to buy them. After a while, anyway. The Yawns return with a vengeance. Yeah, I might as well just keep this to a 2 to 3 hour session and think about my life and my life choices in my off time. Because A, I'm going to have a lot of off time today, and B, I'm just tired. And I don't understand why I'm so tired. All the time.
Greetings, man.
Why I'm not pumped to play a video game for y'all. Things just don't hit the same anymore for me when it comes to video games. If you know what I mean. Okay, VT wants that. Or could use that. These are garbage for things other than making water breathing a thing for shaman. Good enough.
Was what you want. See ya later. Be seeing ya later.
I mean, I might end up taking those later.
Yes, adventurer?
Or soon.
I have witnessed many Naga attacks since I arrived here. It puts my mind at ease that Vorsha will no longer roam freely.
Okay, so not all quests are voiced in this add-on. That is unfortunate. Things like these are not. I don't know why. Deposit your digging claw. Why would I? Anyway, we're going to Thunderbluff. So I get to take a break. Stretch. Don't forget to stretch. Your body needs it. What do you want me to do? The Elder Rise. Okay, fine. Fly to Thunderbluff. I am at Thunderbluff, you idiot. The fuck are you directing me to? A dumbass, that's what.
Balai Luckwine of Brackenwall Village in Dustwallow Marsh sells a manual that you will need to study in order to improve your skills.
Bruh. Just train me, okay?
The spirits have guided you.
I don't want no lip. I got Mana Spring Totem. Yay. And Magma. Defeat of the caster, seconds that cause fire damage to creatures within 8 yards. Every 2 seconds. That's pretty good, actually. For how long? 20 seconds. That's pretty decent, actually. Farsight. I just push that in there, I don't care. Mana Stream. Good enough. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Moving onward. I said moving onward. Jackass. To the Elder Rise. Just let me ghost wolf throughout the town. That's all I ask.
I bid you greetings. You are here seeking counsel? The Tauren have a bond with the land, and it pains me to hear of Stone Talon's plight. But I fear that to heal the land, we must first remove the disease upon it. Is it not fortunate, then, that the Forsaken are allied with us? They know much of disease. I believe they can aid us, and by doing so, they will strengthen the trust between our people. Speak with Apothecary Zama. She is a scholar and an emissary of the Forsaken. You will find her in the pools of vision below the Spirit Rise.
Cool. By the way, world buffs do not touch Thunderbluff right now. I don't think they ever did. So staying in Underbluff or Thunderbluff is not truly advisable. Neither is it Undercity. Orgrimmar is the only place where those drop. Well, Orgrimmar and Crossroads just for Rend. So yeah, you're better off just staying in Orgrimmar
Magatha sent word of your coming, adventurer.
for your session endings.
I still feel sorrow for the spirits of Stonetalon. The Forsaken are eager to offer what help we can. To rid Stonetalon of the Venture Company, we must take extreme measures. Extreme, but without bloodshed. A colleague of mine may have just the tool we need. His name is Leiden. He dwells in the town of Tarren Mill in the Hillsbrad foothills, in the distant land of Lord Aeron. To reach Hillsbrad, travel by Zeppelin to our capital, the Undercity, then go north to Tirisfal Glades, southwest to Silverpine, and south to Hillsbrad. Seek Leiden and bring him this note. It details our needs to him.
Alright, well. Cool story, bro. I could not care less. Yeah, we're not doing that. Someone else is cooking.
When mounted on the back of a wind rider, one sees that its reputation for strength and speed is well earned.
Thought it'd be a good day to hit this hard and get a lot of progress done, but I'm not feeling it. I must have some amount of depression brain right now. Losing interest in things I normally like. Plus there's fatigue working as well. So them combined is insurmountable. At least for now. By the way, I have been to Tarren Mill to do the Way of Water. So, that's what we got. We'll go there eventually. Camouflage manual. Right. I'm too tired to leave Orgrimmar. Let's just pick up this quest. Call it a session for now. I must be burnt out. That might be what it is. Has to be what that is. World of Warcraft is just... not doing it for me, like in past weeks. I keep going over the same areas constantly, over and over. Because I keep changing characters. And I don't persevere or push through the challenges until I'm sure I can do them. Sure to the point where they are trivial. And it just continues like that. I'm not going to be quitting this challenge entirely. I'm just going to be putting it on the back burner, so to speak. I might only do it every 2 days of streaming instead of 3. Because
I think I can fix this.
I just want a verve for the game again.
First, when I was in the venture company, I had a rival, Boss Copperplug, who hoarded the secrets of the Samoflange, giving out small bits of knowledge on the device to those he trusted. I wasn't one of that trusted few. Boss Copperplug used to stay at the Boulder Lode mine in northeastern Barrens. Get the manual from him, and if he's given pages from it to anyone, you'll have to collect them too.
So yeah. I'm pathetic. And tired. And useless. Come watch me flail about if you enjoy it. If you enjoy that kind of thing. Give that to Bonk, that to Bonk. Give this to my cook. Give those to my leather worker. Looking pretty clean right now. Could use more drinks.
What are you looking for?
We don't have drinks. Unfortunate. Let's hang out at the main mailbox where everybody gathers. Not even gonna look at Altaholic to see what my rested XP is doing in other characters. Because that's just gonna tell me I've got work to do on those other characters.
If we are to make these new lands,
And it's gonna bother me a bit.
to rest our battle-weary bodies, lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles. Are you interested in exploring one of these dungeons?
Not right now. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow if you feel like coming by to give me a vote of confidence by speaking in my chat for any amount. I don't care what it is, just encourage me or tell me to keep going or something, or give me an interesting topic to talk about that I have an opinion over, like gaming with a shaman in World of Warcraft or something, just something, anything. I need this stimulation. Anyway, as always, more to come later, maybe after a nap. Bye-bye.